Finish off my drink. I could stream the next Fortnite Battle Pass. I don't know. I'm not currently... I don't have, like, plans for anything like that. You know, my streaming schedule has been super crazy sporadic, as we all know. But, you know, I'm sure, maybe. Set up vertical. What does this mean? Not streaming in vertical. Click to learn to stream how to stream in vertical and horizontal at the same time. Nah, man, I'm good. I think we're running an ad break right now, are we? It doesn't say we are. But I got a little notification that we were. Here, hang on. Actually, wait a sec. I got a cable tangled up here. I like it when the Joker says, Joker beam, power of the wind. I don't remember the rest of those lines. Oh, that's not even what I'm looking for. That's a joke. I'm not gonna explain it. Here's my special toy. Anyway, assuming the ad break is over, because that was 4 minutes ago now. How about... Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. It has been an age since I've streamed. I was setting up...
As long as those guys are still around, this door isn't gonna open.
Very true, Shadow. But, like I said, it's been... On top of that, like, I don't know if anyone knows, I'm on medication now. I'm on anxiety medication. Venlafaxine hydrochloride, aka Effexor, and it is definitely effexoring me. I've noticed, like, in the last, I don't know, week or two, I do feel different. I don't feel as anxious anymore. I had this weird moment like a week ago, probably almost 2 weeks ago now, of just like, I think I attributed it to the fact that that's when I felt like the medication was activating in me, because it takes a while for it to like build up in your system. But I just had this like stretch of a couple days where like I almost felt euphoric in a way like that I don't usually feel like that. And it was weird. And then it went away and now I just feel normal. I've got another appointment with my doctor about it in about a week and a half. We're gonna talk about either upping or lowering my dose. I don't know. It's still early days yet. Still feeling out how the medication affects me. But, you know, so far, assuming I don't have another thing where, like, I just suddenly feel uncharacteristically happy out of nowhere, I think it's doing me good. I think I feel better. It's been a long time coming. But we're all set up here. Should be all good to go. Gonna take this out of studio mode. Did I close Steam? I think I closed Steam. No, I need to fix the way I have my scenes set up. This is kind of annoying. So, show stream. You should be looking at my Steam now. How about we open Project Hero Rewired? Oh, and I gotta bring the music down. Where's the button for that? Is it this? That is the button. Okay. And we'll see how long it takes for this to load. Because I did like a little test last night. And I sat here on this specific screen for like 2 solid minutes before it finally loaded into the test level. Oh, I see a little bit of a logo. There it is. That was faster than it was before, but not much. So here's Project Hero Rewired. You can go watch Stelmo's video if you really don't know what this is, but like a quick crash course is that this was a fan game from 2019 by a Sonic Fan Games HQ user called Hero, and a lot of people were very excited for it, and like a lot of Sonic Fan games, it kind of bit off a little more than it could chew, and it never came out. You know, and like that can sound like a little derisive and a little bit mean. I have been in, out, and around of the Sonic fan gaming scene for many, many, many years, and you know, even the indie game scene suffers from this. You know, people start getting into making games usually around high school age, and they progress very, very quickly. They learn a lot, and then they hit a point in their life where like they grow up and they get a real job, and you know, they stop having so much free time. They go into college, and college takes up so much of their time, and all the energy and effort and everything else that they could put into a project like this goes away, and they kind of have to like evaluate their free time and how much they care about game development versus like having a life, going out with friends, maintaining grades, waking up early for a job, you know? That's just kind of the way things are. So like, you know, it's a bummer that Hero abandoned this project, but it's also understandable, you know? He's not the first, he's not going to be the last. But a pair of people, Stelmo98 and a well-known Unity modder named Beats, they picked up the 2019 build of Project Hero, and they added a bunch of content to it.
Stand, fight to your last breath.
Seguato just subscribed. How's your day been?
Hi, Seguato. It's been pretty good. It's been hot, it's been sweaty, but it's been pretty good so far. I hope you're having a pretty good day. But this was the Project Hero, like, test map. Basically the only thing most people could play of this game for the longest time. But now, you'll notice, there are stage entrances over here for a tutorial and for something else. And I have not done any of these yet. I basically did a test last night running around in the hub just to make sure everything was fine. Yeah, Blitz Sonic was a big deal for a while. I have a couple of Blitzsonic videos that are probably over 1 million views at this point. Press A and cross. It's kind of weird that they spelled out cross. Dead. And like, I kind of hope this ends up sort of like Blitzsonic in a way. Because, I don't know, thinking about it, it reminds me a little bit of that Sonic World project, you know, which was like, that was a big Blitzsonic project that had like 1 billion levels added to it, right? It had like 50 or 60 levels. It had like 40 or 50 playable characters. It had a lot. And I wouldn't mind Project Hero sort of becoming like the new version of that. Especially because, like, with Sonic World, they tried to, like, refactor the engine a few years ago, and it never got back to quite the way it was during its heyday. It broke compatibility with a lot of the old levels. It was, I don't know, it was a bummer seeing, like, their efforts to try and clean that engine up, kind of like, at least from my point of view, it seemed to like kill the community for it. I wouldn't mind if like people moved on to this instead though. Yeah, okay, this is basically just a lot of stuff I already knew. I can probably just ignore these and keep going. After a jump dash, perform the bounce attack to refresh it.
While aboard the black creature's floating ruins, the Doctor's fleet came to attack.
I see. I don't know, that feels kind of dangerous. It only happens once, huh? But like, I don't seem to get enough distance. Okay, you have to like really wait for that. Yeah, maybe. Kind of the Unleashed project problem, right? Well, yeah, we can do it. We're the developers. We played like 1 million hours of this thing. But we're just normal people. We're not like super good at video games. Buddy, I've been there. Can I wall run? Oh, I water run. Oh, that's water. I see. Yep, light speed dash. Okay, it should unlock the first... Wait, I was gonna say that should unlock the first level, but I guess it was just always unlocked, huh? It's just a question mark because I haven't been to it yet. So this is, what, Emerald Coast, if the video was to be believed? Oh no, this is... right. Okay, to start facing the camera, that's a little weird. Oh. Grass looks a little weird. We're not gonna go for the red rings yet. I'm just gonna play the levels normally. I think you need red star rings to unlock Shadow, maybe? I know you do for Supersonic. I saw like a video title about that. Everybody's facing the wrong direction in this thing. Here, hang on, I need to change something. Where is it? I don't like it that when I do a homing attack, like I keep my momentum. I like to pop straight up like that. That feels more right to me. Keeping momentum after a homing attack just feels, I don't know, awkward. Not even like a score tally screen? You did all this hacking to like have all these other alternate characters. You didn't even give us a score tally screen. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. Alright, this isn't necessarily an instant kill. If I go any deeper, it would be, but... you do get, like, a little more leeway, don't you? To that end... whoa. A little bit squirrely. But what if... we explored a little bit? Because that's like the point here, right? So that we can like finally go places we never were able to before. I like that they filled these in back here. Oops. When Stelmo did his showcase a few days ago, like those were still unfilled polygons back there. And actually put like back faces on them. That's pretty good. Rude. Let me kick you in the face. By the way, is like volume okay? Is frame rate okay? Let me know. Because you people have a habit of not being picky about my stream setup in the way that I like to be picky. And maybe that's a sign that, like, I could chill out a little bit. I don't know. I also just need to stream more. I feel like when I dedicated those few months to like streaming every, like, what was it, like Tuesdays and Thursdays? Like I was ironing out a lot of like little stream bugs. And then I only stream like twice a year again. And it feels like problems start coming back up again. I will say, this seems to have the problem that a lot of these kinds of Sonic fan game projects do, where they're like, yeah, we're gonna take out all the scripting, and like it just makes the game feel a little more awkward, a little harder to control in a way that I'm not necessarily sure is a good thing. Like, I do think that there's a line where Sonic games are maybe a little too automated, but I also think that these kinds of Sonic fan projects maybe overcompensate a little bit in taking out the automation. I would also like to point out that, like, that launched me into the water. Like, I had the other homing attack option set. And, like, you all saw me turn that off. It should have popped me straight up into the air. Not the other way around. It just did it again. That's a little annoying. Okay, let's go over here. And, like, to the point of, like, some scripting is always going to be necessary. That's also why, like, in my How Do We Fix Sonic video, like, I proposed the gas pedal system, right? Because I feel like separating the act of going forward from steering left and right does kind of make the controls a little easier to come to grips with, I think. There's an errant signal video about Sonic and speed, and I don't agree with the entire video, but there's certain parts of it where, like, he's describing 2D versus 3D thinking, right? In a 2D game, you just have to worry about going left to right. In a 3D game, you know, you have to worry about going in every direction. Forward, backward, left, right, you know, everything in between. 360 degrees of movement. And that's, you know, that's a very complex. And by his measure, he described that something like Sonic Unleashed and the boost button, it kind of gets back to that sort of only have to worrying about left and right because you're steering him like a car. And I think that's very smart. I think that's very true. And I think if you really want Sonic the Hedgehog to, like, go super, super, super fast and, like, maintain the feeling of speed, I still think that's a very valid thing to think about. Is, like, kind of like simplifying the controls down to this left or right gas pedal kind of boosting system. That's why when people are like, oh, I'm so sick of boost games, it's like, what else are they gonna do? Like, are they gonna slow him down again? Or are we gonna go back to Sonic Lost World? Like, I don't think that's viable. What was that? You hear that? That? Oh, that's water. That's bubbles. I just think, like, if they can, like, figure out how to make a better open world for Sonic Frontiers 2, and they can keep the sense of speed racing around that world, I think that will be perfect, personally speaking. I think, like, it's nice having these kind of, like, super directed linear levels. I think, like, you know, the difference between, like, a cyberspace level and an open world level, I think that's still necessary. I still think that's a good idea. But giving Sonic, like, a big open space to run around in, I think is very important. And I think they need to, like, take lessons from, like, I don't know, like a Forza game or something, where you have these roads that you're following. And I mean, even Grand Theft Auto is like that, right? Where you say, like, GTA 5, if you're out of a car and you're just walking around, you're still, like, following trails and stuff, you know? You need, like, roads to follow. And I just think that makes sense. I don't like that. I mean, I like the functionality of the jump panels, but hiding the jump panels to where you just kind of stick to the wall and you're not really sure what to do next, that's a little weird to me. So here is Sigil Archipelago. This is an original level created by Beats, one of the modders that worked on Project Hero Rewired. He originally made this level for Project 06, and it was easy enough to port into this engine. I never played the Project 06 version personally, so this is my first time with this level. But I know I was talking with a friend last night, and she was not a fan of this level. Even though Stelmo really hyped it up. Okay. Sure. So I figured out what's going on with the homing attack. As long as I hold the button, that's when it pops me up. That's what the option meant when it said, it was like hold the behavior or something like that. It'd be nice if I didn't have to hold it though, just saying. Okay, that feels like I'm going backwards. But I'll grab this. It'd be nice to have invincibility music. But if I do a homing attack and I let go of the button before it connects, that's when I keep my momentum. Like that. Yeah, is that just like a dead end, or can I spin dash up these walls? Like, what are we doing here? Okay, that did not look like that should have worked, but sure. Just locking onto something up there. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. This is a little directionless. Very much like somebody playing with a height map tool. Which, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I'd love to play with a height map tool. I feel like I don't know where I am. I don't know if I'm going forwards or backwards. Am I even going anywhere? This seems like a dead end. I guess I go this way. Or do I go this way? Well, I know from Stelmo's video that I go this way. Because I remember these. I want to like be able to like rail dance or something. Or like crouch. Or balance on the rails. So that was okay, I guess. It wasn't terrible, but you definitely like feel that it was a test level. I do not remember what this one is. I'm not here to like comment on Stelmo. I think he's okay. I do think being positive is a good trait for some streamers, you know? Some people like a hype man. I'm not a hype man. I'm a critic. I criticize. But, you know, it's okay to have hype men. Fatal, he gets by pretty well. And like guys like that, they work with Sega officially. They get brand deals a lot more easily. So that's kind of the business, you know? I just want to play this like Metal Harbor. I know there's like, I can go out to all these aircraft carriers and mini islands. I don't care. I want to play this like Metal Harbor. Because it's Metal Harbor. This is how you play Metal Harbor. Whoa! Big jump. Missile launch in 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fire. What? Can I get the red ring? I cannot. Hauling way too much ass. Yeah, it was alright. Even though it kind of got kind of wacky at the end there. That was okay. Kingdom Valley. Oh, goodness. Okay. Like, I want to, like, rail dance going down these. Because that's what you do in Kingdom Valley. Whoops, I was hitting the button. Mentally, I was rail dancing. Yeah, but the leaning didn't do anything in Unleashed. And here, like, pushing left or right on the analog stick is how you, switch rails. Gotta remember, hold the button. Hold the button. Like, I want to rail dance down this thing. We're dropping to 30 frames per second. Because this is a Unity game, and my computer is 10 years old. Let's try going up. Uh-oh. 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 You actually need momentum for this. Okay. Like, they could put, like, rail dancing on, like, right bumper where the spin dash is. I think that'd work pretty well. I'm surprised that's not, like, actually there. What was that? That sounded like another frog. Oh no, it's the electrical. Great, great, great! I don't think Sonic normally gets to play this part. Uh-oh.
Doctor must have gone this way.
Normally this is Silver's section. Which is probably why these are already down. Makes sense to me. Some light dash trail up there. Gotta be careful not to fall off here. Like I did. Why not? I like Click Team Fusion. Collect my objects. So, presumably, I do this. Yes. One thing I gotta be careful about, I learned this in, the hub world. If I hit, I think it's left trigger, it restarts the whole level. Which is weird, like... There's a lot of other buttons on the controller that could be the restart level button. Putting it on left trigger feels dangerous. Is there like a version of Fusion 3 anyone can like actually try? I know they've been posting about it on Patreon a lot. And I've been kind of dreading it because it sounds like they want to move to like C#. And they're like changing a lot of the core functionality of the software. Whoa. Stopped dead in kind of a weird way there. Alright, like this entire time, I've been playing as Sonic. Oh, I can't do that in a level. It's only in the hub. If you use the D-pad in the hub, you switch playable characters. Oh, jeez. I was looking at the chat. Oh no! Isn't there something over here that I can like... No. Okay, let's try this again. Hold the jump button so that I don't go flying off. Actually pay attention to the video game. I don't go flying off into the water. There we go. Whoa, what the? How big is the splash damage on those? And how am I supposed to get up there? Oh, it's a little hard to see those. And then this crumbles. Should be careful here. Should be careful here. I was not careful. Actually, I got caught on something there. I don't know if you could tell. When the game swapped for like the crumbling block version, it actually like killed my momentum briefly. So maybe I do that instead. And now we watch the game play itself for a little while. Yeah, look at the splash damage on that. That took out like half the robots. That's kind of crazy. Now, I could take the shortcut over there, but I'm not gonna. I have once or twice, but it feels kind of scary. Especially here, where like you don't have very many guardrails to like keep you from killing yourself. I don't know if I'd trust it or trust myself.
I found the third Chaos Emerald inside of the federal government's digital cyberspace.
Oh, the digital cyberspace, as opposed to the analog cyberspace. Oh, just missed that ring. There we go. Sonic feels a little weird to control at this kind of speed. He's very slippery. Maybe not even slippery, just he glides a lot in a way that I don't know if it feels super good. Analog cyberspace is just a big abacus, yeah. I do like being able to roll through the robots, though. That's good. Now, I tried not to spoil myself on what these levels were. I know Beats put out his own showcase video, and I saw this one and I was like, okay, I don't want to see what the rest of the levels are. I want to be surprised. But it's weird to pick such a short level. This is like the end of the level. Also, technically, we've already played that level. Like, they give us Cyberspace 1-1, but that's just Windmill Isle Act 1 again, but in a Green Hill Zone coat of paint. Another Sonic Frontiers level. The hardest one in the game, technically. Whoa. Nice. Whee! Whoops, I meant to do a stomp, not a bounce. I didn't do the cool thing a second time, oh well. That's rough, dude. There we go. And then I stomp. Okay. So what if instead... Damn it! This is rough. I mean, this is probably like the best level I've played so far because I actually feel kind of like challenged by it. But this part, like, this feels like they really expect you to like do the bounce boost, that thing. And I don't know about that, dude. But I like this. I like doing that. That feels good. But this is just like a real bastard. Well, since there's no score, like, why do I have to even bother with the rainbow rings? Uh-oh. Oh. Hey, why wasn't that solid? Huh? Mister, you can go anywhere you want now? I got super knuckles. What is this? Oh. But there's like no Starfall Island under me. Spooky. And a little bit of yellow to denote that this is a Tails area. This is scary. I actually knew about this level. Because that friend I was talking to, she was like, is it just me or did Sonic Frontiers have like a Roblox only up obby in it? I was like, oh yeah, that's from like the DLC. It was like, oh. So I knew there was going to be something like this in here. Oh, hey, Gesundheit? Excuse you. Okay. I guess I gotta hit the dash pad first. Take me somewhere cool.
I ran into the 3 detectives in the doctor's computer room.
Oh. Whoops. I was thinking about finding the computer room. Can I do this? Yes, but I need to be more liberal with my stomps. I can do better. I just tried to keep it quiet. I got in trouble once many years ago because I was doing that impression on a stream that is no longer archived. Might have not even been on a stream. It might have been like a multiplayer game. But I was doing that voice over and over and over again, and I got yelled at a lot. Someone would, shut the hell up! Stop doing that! Sort of like, to put my full throat into it, I have to be... I mean, you kind of have to be pretty loud to do Vector. Mother fudger, where am I?
Blood, flesh, and souls are offered to the gods amidst deathly chants.
Setsu New just subscribed.
Hey!
Gotta go fast, but 5 years.
Yep.
Laser 10 toot.
Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the stream. Whether you're sticking around or not, I understand it's getting close to midnight here. Mother Hubbard. But I'm gonna be up pretty late, so I'm just gonna leave the stream running. Because, like, you know, I keep pretty weird hours. I think that's known at this point. I like to go to bed, like, when the sun is coming up, if I can help it. But lately, because I've been having so many, like, dentist appointments and things like that, I've been, like, keeping pretty normal human hours for a change. But I inevitably slip back to my old ways. Eventually. So I was waking up pretty normal mornings, you know, I was getting up by like 9 a.m. But my roommate's been going into the mountains on the weekends with some friends. And that means, you know, I've been spending the weekends here alone. So it was either Saturday or Sunday, last Saturday, not the most recent Saturday, that, like, I fell asleep on the couch for, like, 2 hours, and that's all it took to, like, completely drag me back into being a creature of the night again. And I figured I had a dentist appointment this week, so it's like, yeah, I'll just rotate around and fix my sleep schedule again. No problem. And then they called, like, 2 days ago and rescheduled. So... whoa, that was different. So now I'm currently getting up at like 4 or 5 p.m. in the middle of rotating to a scheduled appointment that is now, you know, almost 2 weeks away. Which is kind of annoying, but also I don't really mind it. I mainly have to, like, technically finish rotating my sleep schedule back to normal because I have therapy on Thursdays at like 2:30, 2 o'clock. So, like, I need to be awake for those. Yeah, this air control could stand to be a little bit better. Did I not die? Did I land on something? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, I still got quite a ways to go. I think this is probably like the final tower, right? I don't remember. It's been a while since I played the Final Horizon. But I feel like this is... This is the Final Horizon final tower. Mother Hubbard! Damn it! I think there was a checkpoint up there, though. Right? Yes. I guess we bounce attack? No? Not high enough? Do I bounce attack back the other way? I don't remember how I do this. Can I... No? Where do I go from here? I mean, I guess it has to be this way, right? Wait for this to come back down. Whoa, okay. Sure. And then we do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of this. Okay, sure. I guess we bounce attack onto these. And then what? Then we go over there? I guess so. But I'm moving so fast. Whoa. No, thank you. Like the camera doesn't like stay positioned the way I want it to. That was my fault. Ha! I hear the goal ring. Shouldn't have done that. Respawn, thank you. Okay, fear of heights kicking in just a little bit. Sweaty palms, as you do. I think I hear the goal ring, I'm not sure. Yes, I see the goal ring. Okay. I did it! Whew. Thanks for playing all the stages. There was going to be a 9th one, and they said they had to cut it for quality reasons, which, like, okay. I understand. A couple of these were a little rough, too.
Just what kind of promise did I make with him?
We'll switch to other characters. I think if we collect more red star rings, we get, like, Shadow and everyone else. Here, we'll do, I should have switched to Knuckles. I was gonna say, do one round of just like searching for red star rings. How about? So obviously, there's one right here. Knuckles is probably, like I said, the go-to guy for this, because he'll be able to like climb around and go all the new places. Because, I mean, you know, maybe they hid stuff out here for all we know. Right? Well,
not this time. We created it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it was Stelmo said they took a lot of inspiration from Unleashed Project for this level, so we just look for where the red star rings are in the Unleashed Project. It's probably fine. Though I don't think I can get out of here now. Okay. Never mind. I'm good. Can I make this? Yes, I can, because I'm a smart and intelligent game player who knows what he's doing. How about in here? Is there something in here? No? I know where there one is, though. It's over here. It's under here. But we missed one. But where? Up here? What the hell? Okay, I'm not supposed to see that. that's forbidden geometry. They glow pretty brightly, you'd think.
Those missiles are guided and they explode on impact. If they lock on, I need to shake them off.
Whoa, careful. Ah, I see it. Up there? You've got to be kidding me. Okay. Easy enough. Okay, and now where would... Well... Fair enough. Alright, can't I... Yes. With left bumper, I can use shield abilities. Not that Sonic needs another dash, but, you know. Now, where's the last one? Because I don't remember seeing it down here. And normally, I think in Unleashed Project... it's along this route somewhere. Surely it's got to be around the goal ring, right? Or maybe... there we go. But can I hop the fence? That's what I was gonna try doing. I can't. If it was me, as an Easter egg, I would hide like the Sonic Unleashed hub, like right here. That's kind of what this geometry feels like, honestly. Okay, we're getting into forbidden territory, and I have no camera control. So I kind of like, I want to get out of here, actually. I would, okay. Because I have a feeling like once I get too deep in there, it's going to be impossible to get out. Is Froggy in every level? Here, come on, Knuckles. It'd be funny if they hid Froggy in every level. Is there any way for me to see? Okay, so I have the first one. I'll be over there eventually. Okay, and the first one I got is down there, right? Yes. Could have a little more generous hitbox on Knuckles there, buddy. Whoa, what the? I mean, that's on me. I was mashing the jump button, but... Yeah, no, like... Knuckles needs way more generous hitboxes. Me. Whoa. Okay, he feels a little weird. Look how he's jittering. Up here, maybe? No, this is just a shield. Over there. Oh wait, that's the way I came from. Whoa, okay, just in the geometry now. Sure. I can swim, it's okay. I just can't collide with that. Yeah, no, Froggy is in this level. He is back this way. He's hanging out. The little guy. Whoa, weird loop point. Whoa, what the? Okay, what, sure. It's a little weird. Yeah, I don't know where the red ring is, if it's over there. How about we climb on top of these? No, I just bounced off. Okay. Oh, now we're Sonic Adventure. Oh, there goes the whale. Tearing everything apart.
Doctor, I have no further use for you.
No! That'd be the windfish then. Nothing over here, huh? Oh, no back faces here. Naughty, naughty. And yeah, that's a big feature of this. Like, they were boasting about, like, expanding all the levels so that you could go to places you're normally not supposed to be able to get to, explore in places that are totally new. Well, there's one. And that's just the second one? Okay. Sure. Swim, swim, I see one. I see one. I think they... Well, that's weird. I don't think we're supposed to have water caustics on this part, you guys. Because the water is down there. We shouldn't be getting caustics up here. It's not how that works. Somebody did a select all. I think they tried to make sure these levels fit within the framework, but they do feel... I mean, I was complaining about this earlier. There's kind of a sense with these 3D Sonic fan games of like, yeah, we're gonna make these levels without all the scripting, and they're gonna be better without the scripting. And like, nah, I don't entirely agree with that. I think Sonic games could do with less scripting, sure, but at the same time, I feel like some of these games maybe go a little overboard. And it just makes the games a little more difficult in ways they maybe aren't supposed to be. The key sort of concept that Sonic the Hedgehog was originally founded on was simplicity, right? Sonic 1, 2, and 3 were considered one-button games. You had a jump button and that was it. And like, that was their whole concept, right? It's like, Mario was a two-button game. Sonic was a one-button game. Because they wanted to make a game that was even easier to play than Mario. And like, you know, you can debate on whether or not that actually ended up being true or not. I think Sonic games are sometimes considerably more difficult than a Mario game, especially modern Mario games, but still. The idea was to keep things simple. And that's where the automation comes from. It's trying to keep things simple. Whoa, I did not actually push those buttons. That just happened automatically.
I thought were gone are starting to come back. Memories of revenge against the humans.
Could have sworn that line was like, memories of Maria. But yeah, I think there's a good middle ground to be had for these kind of games. I actually think Shadow Generations strikes a really good middle ground of having enough scripting to where you don't feel like completely out of control and anything else, but you still feel in control enough that it feels like the game is respecting you as a player, and I think that's pretty important. You know, I really like that Shadow Generations puts you into situations where, like, it'll launch you into the air and present you with a spring, but, like, it's not a spring that you hit automatically. It's a spring you have to homing attack. It's like, here's the spring, do what you need to do to it, but we're not going to hold your hand about it. And it both makes the homing attack feel useful It makes the whole interaction feel less scripted. It's just really good stuff. But it also knows, like, you know, when to protect the player from themselves. So we're still missing, like, the last two. Well, I'm not gonna, like, sit here and grind everything out. I think, like I said, I was gonna do one more pass of these levels. That does not mean we're gonna, like, full clear the game. We're just gonna do one more pass.
How annoying. I'll deal with them first.
Shadow, respect me. That's all I gotta say. Respect me, boy. Okay, that's a flame shield. I don't need a flame shield. Do I? I don't think I do. Saw one down there. That's like incredibly non-specific. That little island. This one? Or the other one? Aha! Well, that's good enough for me. Because we're gonna have to backtrack quite a ways to get to the other one. Alright, Knuckle Boy. Swim for me. Ooh, the cops are coming to get me. No unlocks. I wonder... Maybe you unlock Shadow by doing, like, good at the time trials. Maybe he's, like, all S ranks? What do we got for ranks? So we've got CBAS, and then I guess developer times? Should Knuckles have a red ring radar? Maybe, but I don't know. I feel like that's too much for him in terms of the way this game normally functions. Oh boy, Sigil Archipelago. This is gonna take a long time. Because this is designed to be an incredibly open level. No camera control up here. Well, there we go. Can I... Okay, I was gonna say, can I glide out there to that structure? And the answer is no. Not even a little bit. Okay, that's how I went with Sonic. I'm gonna go the other way. Like, this needs like a better AoE, right? Because it doesn't really do anything, even though it looks like it should. Yeah, there are so many places he could hide red star rings. Oh my gosh. Is the frame rate crapping itself? It's running fine for me. But I know, like, what I see and what you guys see can be very different. And this is definitely like one of the bigger, wider open levels. And since it's 100% custom, I assume it's also not like... It might not be super optimized, because it was just like a weird test level. Sometimes it looks lower than 30. Yeah, I'd imagine that. What happens if I climb up here? Knuckles glitches out. Cool, thanks. I love it. I guess this is a dead end because, like, that's the end of the level over there. I could also probably turn the graphics options down a little bit because I have it put on ultra. We'll drop it down to very high.
It looks dangerous to go through here.
Even though I gotta, like, admit, like, ultra didn't look very ultra to me. Just saying. Like, I'm not gonna, like, say this is a bad looking game or anything like that, but like the rails in the distance look particularly low resolution for something supposedly running at native resolution. Well, like, also keep in mind it will get another pass or two. Stelmo has already teased the idea that there will be future releases of this game. It sounds like they want to add more levels to it, and they'll probably get feedback from this release and probably polish up a bunch of stuff, and, you know, it'll work out. Or it'll probably work out. You know, Stelmo seems like an alright kind of guy. I don't think he's gonna, like, wash his hands of the project or anything weird like that. Anything back here? No. The effect around this one crystal, or I guess that other crystal too, it's kind of cool. Back here? No. Yeah, but like, all Sonic fan games are made by people with too much Sonic brain rot. Like, that's kind of the brain you have to like think you could make a project like this. Like, I say that specifically not just because I am one of those people, but because I've seen it, like, again and again and again and again, like, over and over and over. Particularly with ROM hacks. There's kind of or there used to be, I'm kind of out of the ROM hacking scene a little bit, but there used to be this trend in Sonic ROM hacking where you had people who were very good at having, like, technical coding brain, who, you know, made up all these cool features, but when it came to, like, level design or art, they weren't very good at it. I remember, I don't know if that's still the case or not, but Ezrael, the developer behind Sonic Delta, he added, like, Wood Zone, he added a bunch of new levels to that game, and all his new levels are terrible, or they were terrible. I haven't played a recent version of Delta to know if they're still bad, but they used to be really bad. They played nothing like a Sonic level should play like. But he was, like, a coding wizard. Like, he added things to the Sonic 2 engine that seemed impossible. So he had his talents, you know? And he was very passionate, and he got shit done that other people wouldn't have been able to do. And that's just kind of the way it is, like with these kinds of creative fields, right? Some people are better at things than others. And I don't really know how to solve that. Like, obviously, you team up with people that fill in your gaps and, you know, are better at the things that you're worse at. But it can be kind of hard to identify that sometimes. So, you know, that's also a thing to keep in mind. It just kind of is the way it is in some respects. So if they're giving me a lava shield, a fire shield here, and there's lava down here, the lava still kills me because that makes complete and total sense. Yeah, like, and specifically, that's kind of the way it is, right? That's sort of like where the Kaizo ROM hack came from, right? Is people who are like, you know, they have 1,000 hours in Super Mario World. They know every little trick and hack there is, and so they make a bunch of levels that, like, require you to know all these, like, super specific tricks and hacks of the way the engine works, and like nobody else knows that, but they wanted levels that like challenged their knowledge of that kind of stuff. And to some degree that's also valid, right? Games are kind of for everyone in a certain aspect. So I don't know, like this is something I think about a lot, like in terms of like whether you think about these projects as like something you're making for yourself or something you're making for like a market, for like an audience, right? And I think that's where like a lot of these games with super high difficulty come from, is someone is making a game for themselves instead of making it for a market. And you know, that's totally valid. If you say to yourself, I want a very hard Super Mario World game, then by all means, go make that, go enjoy it. You know, do whatever you want, really. But then you get, I don't know, like something like Unleashed Project, right? That was also uncommonly more difficult than the source game was. And that was kind of like my big complaint with the Unleashed Project, is that they made that game so much harder. So much harder. And they're like, wow, you know, people will just learn to deal with our difficulty. And I was like, you shouldn't think like that. You know, that's a toxic way to think about a project like this. And, you know, then many years later, the project lead of the Unleashed Project, Dario, was like, thanks for making your mod that makes our game a little easier. Because that was, you know, that was like for an audience. That was, I don't know, why are you watching an ad? You shouldn't be watching an ad if you're a subscriber. I have that set unless Twitch turned that off. I'll check once I'm done with this level. What are we at? We're still only at 2.
It looks like the door up ahead leads into the base.
Now there's 3. I probably shouldn't have jumped off there. I think that... Does that go all the way around? It goes all the way around. Okay, so that still was the end of the level. And they just gave us a ring right before this, so I don't think there's going to be anything else out there. It's like up here, maybe? Look at the way he freaks out. Look at that. Oh, my teeth whistled. I did the prospector thing. Where is this? Does any of this have collision? It does. This looks like I'm supposed to come here. This looks like a platform that I'm supposed to be walking on. Well, that's not the way that's supposed to work. Yep, this is still Amazon, and they're offering like a whole Audible special right now. Which nobody is inclined to do. What is that? Can I go out there? Is it gonna kill me if I go out there? Because that looks weird. No, that's an invisible wall. Man, look at how big this level is. Okay, and that's the starter area, and down here is where the ring is. Okay. We'll just get out of here. Three out of 5 is good enough. Before we start the next level, I'm gonna open a new drink.
Are you ready to admit your own foolishness?
Nice job. You got supersonic. You probably heard my chair rub on my microphone a little bit. Have a little zero sugar grapefruit soda. That was something I don't think I've talked about anywhere. To start my anxiety medication, I had to get blood work done. Here, let's move my microphone. I think I bumped it. Apparently, my blood is fine. I was like actually kind of shocked about that. I figured like my sugar intake would be super high or my cholesterol would be bad. But no, it turns out like I am normal. I'm very normal. I'm shockingly normal. Like, I was bracing for the worst. Because diabetes runs in my family, for one thing. And I'm more than a little overweight, we'll say. I could definitely stand to walk a little bit more and get a little bit more exercise and all this other kind of stuff. And usually people that are overweight are like more prone to diabetes, and my glucose was maybe the most normal thing it could possibly be. It was like right where it should be. My cholesterol was pretty normal, though I was slightly high on triglycerides, which is like what you get from like potatoes and butter and stuff like that, which, considering I've been eating instant potatoes for the last 3 months, you know, that makes sense. That'll probably go away once I get my partial dentures sorted out, finally, in a couple weeks. So, like, literally all I have to do is, like, walk more. Okay, well, I would like to go up onto the boat, please. I would like to go up onto the boat, please. Was it bad for me to come down here? Because it looks like all the platforms have this kind of lip on them. I think I'm just stuck down here. Can I do a midair uppercut? I don't think so. Well, I can always slam into the ground. Big ring. How dare you, sir? Yeah, no, I can only do the uppercut as part of a combo. I can't just do it at will. Yeah, Shadow Gen's video is getting close to being almost done. Getting down to like the last 10 minutes. And if you figure that, like, I mean, I was telling Saturn this in the Discord. I try not to, like, give out deadlines for things because I've done that before, and whenever I give out a deadline, I have, like, this really nasty habit of missing the deadline every time. So I'm trying to, like, not set people's hopes too high about when this video will be done. But, like, with the way my schedule has been, if I really, like, focus on the video super hard, I edit about, we'll say, like, 2 to 5 minutes a day. So there is a world in which maybe by, say, Saturday, Sunday, maybe something will be ready. I see a red ring out. No, those are, no, I see a red ring right here. But yeah, maybe this weekend. Maybe. I don't want to let anyone down in case I don't make. Well, now I'm just right. Okay, well, no, that one actually worked. Can I do anything with these? No? Hey, wait a minute.
I can spin dash on top of this slime, which will let me follow along its path.
Huh? Knuckles can wear these? Knuckles can wear these. Knuckles is wearing soap shoes. Huh. Well, okay then. I feel like I have proven that I'm definitely more of a Shadowhead than I used to be. 'Cause keep in mind that I wrote this script. Like, I mean, gosh, Shadow Generations dropped when I was moving back to Colorado. And that was November 2024. And I had this script written by April of 2025, so I've been sitting on it for kind of a long time. I think if you pay close attention, my opinions and stances on Shadow the Hedgehog have changed. My opinions and stances on Sonic Adventure 2 have changed since the halcyon days of Setsune and I arguing on the Moogle Cavern. I remember her getting extremely angry at me because, like, I was complaining about how soulless Sonic Adventure 2 was. And she was like, well, you played the demo for 8 hours a day one day. You like this game. And I was like, she's not wrong. But I didn't tell her at the time. Because I did. When I got Sonic Adventure 2 the trial, I played it a lot. It was the day I got it. It was the only game I played that day. Just City Escape over and over and over.
Similar story occurred in the state of New Jersey about 20 years ago.
So what are we up to? That's good enough. Knuckles, you think you can do this? What if we just did this? Oh, I can't see shit with this flame shield. Go here. I see something out here. What is that? Oh, it's a... yeah. It's one of these from Emerald Coast. It's a thunder shield. Yeah, like, it's weird. Like, you're not alone in, like, forgetting a lot of things from back then. I say that I have a bad memory, and I'm not entirely sure that I actually do. There are certain things where I'm like a steel trap. Maybe unlocking Shadow is collecting all the red rings in the hub? Let's do a sweep real quick. How about? So how many do I have here? I have 1 and 2, or 1 and 3. Well, I know Sonic has a real hard time getting up here. Okay, and this is the one I got while I was testing things out yesterday. Good job. Is that like... must be a shadow from that guy. Aha. My question is now, everyone wears the shoes. Okay. So that's... I have half of them. Everyone gets soap shoes. Actually, they walk that back. Shadow can have friends again. Kind of. They at least seem to like lean into the idea that Team Dark is real again. Which is better than nothing. Because that was the whole thing in like the IDW comics, is they're like, we're not going to use Shadow anymore because he's kind of a bummer to use with the like the rules Sega had for him. And then like the first story they brought back, where they brought Shadow back, it was like, Team Dark's here. It was Shadow, Rouge, and Omega as a team again. It's like, okay. Apology accepted. Now, would they put a red ring up on the Mobius strip? Is this a Mobius? No. A Mobius is like a figure 8. I don't there's like a specific term for this donut. This ring shape. Like a specific mathematical term, and I don't remember what it is. Like a torpus or something, I don't know. A torvis? Maybe? Taurus? Yeah, that sounds about right. It's Tor something. Like it's like a specific thing you can graph out using like algebra. Oh no, that's a red star ring. I have a feeling that one's gonna be for Tails. And the master will be pleased. So, you look pretty high up. I don't think Tails has enough stamina bar to get all the way over there. So I will try gliding over there as Knuckles. That is really far away though. And the Betons, or whatever they're called, these bat guys, makes me wonder if they really expect me to do it with Sonic. Can Super Sonic fly? I wonder if that's true. What if we did this? Oh, I'm not gonna make it. Do I accelerate into infinity here? It looks like I do. Sorry if you're getting motion sick from this. How am I gonna time this though? Blue sky? Now. No, not even close. Well, actually, no. That was pretty close. Oh, shit. Okay. Thankfully, it's pretty easy to get back up on this thing. Okay. So we need to launch going this way. This way. Oh, shit. Okay. Okay. Accelerate me to maximum speed. Okay, that is more than enough height. That is too much height. In fact, I need to slow this boy down so I don't miss it. Oh, come on! It was right there. Can't believe you do this to me, Knuckles. Faster. Faster. Too fast. I got stuck to it. I couldn't come off. Are we sure there isn't just a spring under it? Probably. Probably not. I mean, I don't know. I gotta go fast, okay? Okay, that was too much horizontal.
I'm the ultimate power.
I'm gonna go look for a spring. Because it is like... There is a string of rings here. Oh no, it's a half pipe. They want me to half pipe it. But I feel like this is going to be a lot harder to aim. Especially because Knuckles went the wrong way. So let's see if this works then. We're not getting any extra height. Well, maybe we are slowly. Yeah, we're not going any faster. Because you look at like the speedometer down there in the bottom left. It never goes any higher. How to get more I mean, I know it's a bit motion sicky, but I was so close that one time. It's just a matter of timing my jump to get the height that I need. To that end, I probably don't need to be going so fast. Timing my jump is probably more important than, you know, pure raw insane amounts of speed. Like this is probably fast enough. If I just time it correctly. Almost there. Okay, right about here. Aw, if I hadn't glided so early, I might have been able to make it. Yeah, I keep hitting it too late. Okay, right about... Please? Whoa, okay, that was a little crazy, but... You motherfucker. I'll be honest, this is actually kind of making me a little bit dizzy. Also getting hot. I don't know if the temperature has gone up or gone down in my room. It is 86.0 in my room currently. You know what? Since we know where this red star ring is, let's take a small break and look for the one we don't know the location of. Wait a minute. It's not this easy, is it? No, of course not. That's just a homing attack chain.
I will not allow those creatures to take this emerald.
Which creatures are those, Shadow? Okay, and this is just how you get back up here. Wait a minute. Oh no, that doesn't work. That wouldn't have taken me high enough. It's not like in the water, is it? No, unless that's it. Is that it, or is that just a spring? That's just a spring. The really mean thing to do would be to hide the final red star ring way the hell out there in the middle of nowhere. That wind trail just stays up, huh? Like forever? I'm fine with it being forever, but is that it? Up there on that platform? Something up there. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just crazy. Yeah, no, I'm just crazy. Is that it? Or is that an egg pawn? I feel like that has to be an egg pawn. That is an egg pawn. Because I left all these guys alive. Well, what I would like to try... Because I do feel like this wind path is a key to getting the one that I don't have. Because this takes me high enough. Look at that. So this is actually a lot easier than the Seasickness Parade. Okay. What's supersonic like in the hub? I don't know, I have to get enough rings, I think. Where's a good place for rings? I mean, down here? That's just an instant 50. That's an instant 500. Okay, how do we become supersonic? So he's literally just Sonic but fast. Did they hide anything in this? I feel like they might. It's actually a little harder to control. I would have expected like he'd have like a flight ability or something. How far can I go out here? I could have sworn that I saw, like, where the world ended and the skybox began, but they're just really letting me take him all the way out here, huh? To the very edge of the world! I wasn't gonna do that. Oops, it reset. No. So where would the final one be? tails. Here, maybe. You, sir. Become the Super Tails. Didn't I have Super Tails unlocked? Or was it just Super Knuckles? Oh no, it's... Sorry. It's the... Okay. Aww. I was hoping they were gonna give him infinite flight. So I could do this forever. Because this is a new feature. If you double tap the flight, he does like a fast forward dash. It's pretty useful. Whoa, hey! There he is.
Get lost.
Okay, shadow unlocked.
The only clues I have are the mystical Chaos Emeralds. I have to find them.
It says use this spear with the triggers, and it's not actually triggering. Maybe I need to be near an enemy? No. Oh, well, whatever. Well, since I didn't need to get all the red star rings to unlock Shadow, let's do one more level. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't want to do the Sonic Frontiers levels again. Yeah, no, he's not doing Chaos Spear at all. Oh, it's the forbidden trigger. It said L2, R2, or it said, you know what I mean? It said the right bumpers, and it's actually left for me. The bumper that I thought like restarted the level. Yeah, I'm getting kind of framey on this one too. Can go under here without messing up the bridge. I don't know if they're going to open source it or not. They haven't said. Shadow seems to keep his homing attack momentum no matter what. Or he's set like backwards from Sonic. If I hold the button with him, it carries his momentum. But if I tap the button, it doesn't. That was different. Let's try going down. They should put Radical Train in this game, because I like Radical Train. But also, we can just play Project 06. Gotta say, I was a little bit bummed recently when Chaos Zero, or Chaos X rather, Was that also Stelmo? Someone, he gave an interview with someone about Project 06. He's like, yeah, the next release is like 20% done. And I was like, oh. He works so fast normally. It's weird, like, to hear him, like, say, like, yeah, it's nowhere near done. You can tell he's really getting burnt out on the project, I think. And he's probably also, like, suffering the fan gamer problem of just, like, he probably has other life responsibilities now that are taking up his time. So I get it. Like, I'm not gonna, like, be here and, like, be a grouch and be like, oh, it should be out sooner. Like, no. Take as much time as you need, bud. Especially because he's doing, like, all the bosses now, I think. Like, that's not the release we have, right? So, like, those are pretty different from just remaking levels. And yeah, there's no way his pace was sustainable. Great, great, great. Like, that man was a machine for so long. Ah! Yeah, I know the next release is End of the World. I remember that much. I just couldn't remember if bosses were in the release we currently have. The last release we got was Silver, if I remember right. It does make me want to, because there's a mod for Project 06 that will, like, stitch the whole game into, like, a story mode. I think it even adds, like, cutscenes where it's, like, pre-rendered video files of Sonic 06 running on a console. So, like, you can actually, like, turn that into a video game. For lack of a better term. Like, you can make that into a story. You can make that into something that, like, resembles a story. I mean, you can have, like, a playlist of levels is what I'm trying to say. Come on, gosh. Why is this giving me so much trouble all of a sudden? Yeah, but if it's a lot of work and, like, if he's burning out, and he said he's burning out, I think, if I remember right, he said he's getting sick of working on this project. So, you know, that's probably another reason why it's going so slow, is because he just doesn't feel like doing it anymore. It wouldn't even necessarily surprise me if one day he's like, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing bosses. Sorry, guys, it's over." Like, that would be totally acceptable to me. Because he has done so much work on that thing. At least 11 years. I think the first release was it 2015? It might have been like 2014. I don't remember. It was a long time ago. Why don't we go the other way? We didn't go this way last time. Oh, that's right. There's like a thing over here, isn't there? Because this was the way you went to Shadow's vehicle section, if I remember right. And that's definitely over there. How did Stelmo show this? Was it just hitting that item box, or was there something over there? I don't remember. There we go. Shadow's vehicle section, minus vehicles. And this looked pretty tough. This was one of those sections when watching the video, I was like, yeah, you really expect people to come over here, huh? And like do this and like be able to get across the water that easily? Like I'm about to fudge up? Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. Scary, scary. Why? Why do you hate me so?
Spirit can neutralize special enemy effects.
This is just explodes thing, Shadow. Okay, we'll try this again. Yo, this is scary. This is very scary. I mean, it does control pretty well, though. Like, the fact that I can hit this as well as I do. That's not nothing.
This is what I must do for my atonement.
Fall through the floor and drowned? I don't know, Shadow. I think there's an easier way. Cool. I love it when that happens. Also, I love how that tower falling is like clearly an animation. Makes me wonder if that's the way it was in Sonic 06 originally. Because all the towers in that game fell the same way every time. It makes me think maybe that's just the way it always was. Mother Hubbard. Okay, I'm good. I'm normal. Get those rings, boy. Let's skip the electric shield. Okay. More of this, huh? This is just where I died the last time. Not a fan, not a fan, not a fan. And yeah, this is a really short loop. Don't like it. And now I'm stuck over here unless I quit the level. Okay. Constantly forgetting what button I need to push. Don't crumble on me, please. Thank you.
Now there is only one more. Only a fool would dare try to stop me now.
Only a fool would dare. There's a red ring. Neat. The only one I found. Can never have enough too much rings. Yeah. Wasn't even English. Oh, you horrid little hedgehog. I don't think we get Super Shadow. If we do, like, it'd be through red rings. Because I'm pushing the trigger and nothing's happening. Okay, so... what's that blue thing down there? Oh, that's a checkpoint. Bird. I remember thinking this bird used to look so photorealistic. And it looks awful. I mean, it looks fine, but like the wings. I feel like maybe they messed up a alpha blending layer or something. Oh yeah, they definitely messed up an alpha blending layer. Let's get moving! Let's get moving! Oh my gosh. Oh. This kills the man. What is falling? Why is that falling? Captain Kirk is climbing a mountain. Why is he climbing a mountain?
Huh. You're talking to me?
You must be talking to me. Nobody else here. Shadow would love Taxi Driver. Uh-oh. 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 Somebody type exclamation point uh-oh in the chat for me. No, that doesn't work. Why didn't that work? That should have worked. Oops. I added an uh-oh command. It's from Aquatine or Aqua C Lab 2021. No, you didn't. That should be the command. Like, I was just looking at it yesterday. Unless I've hit, like, some kind of limit on what my soundboard can support. Here, hang on. See if we'll load Twitch up on my phone real quick. I beg you to hit a checkpoint. Listen, last time I got here, it was a simple mistake that killed me. I cannot be responsible for acts of hedgehog. Pause the video. I should be able to just do... Uh-oh.
Jumper Dave, we have a over.
Weird. Was there a blog like that? I don't remember that.
Jumper Dave, we have a over.
Hey, guess what? I like that he locked onto this instead of the enemy. Ah. Relaxing. Where's the alien that I need to kick up to get out of this room? A little Shadow Generations humor. Breakdancing. Right, I forgot they flipped it. I tap the button instead of hold it for Shadow. This is where he says, let's get moving. I do kind of remember the Tiara Bubowski Facebook page. That was a weird one. I think there's even fan art of her smoking cigarettes, which is also weird. For real, I think it... Oh, a raid from who? It's not telling me. Oh, Digi. Hi! I am playing Project Hero Rewired. What were you guys playing? I need to like update my... Oh no, it's
saved my life.
99 readers?
Thanks.
What the hell? That's a lot of people. Oh, Mega Man Legends. Oh, that's a good one. You know, I've never finished a Mega Man Legends game because my first time playing Mega Man Legends was on the PC version, and that one famously runs faster than the PlayStation 1 version. So when you get to the boat section,
The battle is over. Show respect
it
for the
runs
fallen
too
who
fast
fought
and
so
it's
bravely.
way more difficult.
Indra Fox just subscribed.
Wow. Thanks for the sub, Indra. Yeah, we'll do the long one again. Why not?
You saved my life. Thanks.
Thanks for the follow.
Wow.
This is the end of you, and the end to my cursed past.
Shadow, come on. We have guests.
Ultra kill.
Indra Fox gifted 5 subs.
Whoa, thank you. That's incredible. That's like the first time I've heard that, I think. I set that up like 2 years ago. Welcome, welcome. This is my second run through of this. I didn't know how to unlock Shadow the Hedgehog, and it turns out he was just in the hub world. So like I was going back through all the levels and like collecting all the red star rings. But then I just found him in the hub world. So now I'm just finishing a second playthrough. As Shadow. This is not the total Sonic 06 remake. This just came out, I think it was yesterday. The weird story behind this one is this was a fan game called Project Hero that released in 2019, and it was just this hub world. It was one of those Sonic fan games that is just like a test level, right? And it was just this test level. And you could play Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles in the test level. And the developer behind Project Hero, a guy fittingly named Hero, like, he eventually didn't want to make games anymore. Or he didn't want to make this game anymore. So the project kind of fell by the wayside. A streamer named Stelmo98 came along, and he was like, you know, if anyone out there wants to like mod new levels into Project Hero, that'd be pretty cool. And it happened to be that a pretty popular Unity hacker by the name of Beats was listening when he said that. And Beats and Stelmo teamed up to port a bunch of levels into Project Hero. And they also ported Shadow into Project Hero. So now we have Windmill Isle Act 1, Emerald Coast, Sigil Archipelago, which is a brand new, totally original level, Metal Harbor from Sonic Adventure 2, Kingdom Valley, Cyberspace 1-2, Cyberspace 1-1, and the Final Horizon Tower as 8 levels to play in this game. And they're talking about adding more levels in the future. They're probably going to be expanding this more as time goes on. They're probably going to be doing bug fixes and who knows what else. And yeah, like in Stelmo's showcase video when he first unveiled this, he was like talking about SRB2. I was like, yeah, you could put like an SRB2 levels into this. The Sonic 06 thing you're talking about is something called Project 06. We were actually talking about that earlier. Because that's due for one final release. And nobody knows when that final release is going to be. It sounds like it's pretty far away. The Sonic 06 project, the last thing that developer wants to add to it is all the boss fights. Yeah, this Project Hero Rewired is pretty cool. It's a little rough around the edges. We were talking earlier about how Sonic fans have this need to make 3D Sonic fan games that like don't have any scripting in them. And for something like SRB2, that works pretty good, I think. And this, I mean, it's porting in levels that were designed with scripting in mind. So it really, you know, it helps to have scripting, and you can see there is some scripting here and there that helps you get around loops and stuff like that. But it's a little tougher to play than your average Sonic game. It holds your hand a little bit less, let's say. Like to demonstrate what this does, I'm going to go back to a level we've already done. We're going to go to Emerald Coast. Another thing that this game is doing is, like, not only is it getting rid of scripting, it's kind of just letting you go anywhere you want. So you can just skip the intro right there. If I was Knuckles, I could climb up and over this. I might still be able to, like, spin dash up some of it if I can find a spot. I think I'm dead. Well, you can still do the Orca if you want. It's still there, it's still functional, but like there's all these little islands that used to like kill you if you tried to go to them, and now you can just go to them, right? Like Tails and Knuckles can climb on top of these big stone structures, or the rock faces, or whatever you want to call them. There's like hotels in the distance you didn't used to be able to go to that you can now go to. Like this over here, you didn't used to be able to go to this. But now, through the power of fan games, you can just go out here, and there's stuff out here. There's items, and there's rings, and you can climb on top of the hotel building. There's a fire shield out here. Obviously, Tails and Knuckles have a little bit easier time getting up here than Shadow and Sonic do. Oh yeah, and also there's like pictures of, I think, Stelmo's dog out here. Yeah, there's just stuff out here now. And a lot of the levels are like this. Like, if we go to... I don't know if this is going to quit the game or go back to the hub world. If we go to Metal Harbor, Metal Harbor has really been expanded. All of these aircraft carriers you see, you can go on each and every one of them. And there's rings and things out there. And enemies and secrets and just all kinds of... Here, actually, what I'm going to do, it's easier to... Shadow is a little bit bound by this mortal realm. Let's pick someone that's a little more explorable. So you can just come out here. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Tails is a little bit different in this game. Okay. Because he has his bombs and stuff now. And I'm not picking up any rings, so that's also, like, part of the problem here. How about we focus on grabbing these rings first? Okay, that's better. Yeah, you gotta use bombs wisely. And like all these scaffoldings where the rockets normally would be, there's stuff out here. Like, this is a much bigger level now. If you want to, like, just go off the beaten path and go exploring. You can even come out here to these little islands. And sometimes there'll be like Easter eggs out here and stuff like that. We didn't really see it in Emerald Coast, but like you can find Froggy if you go looking for him. There's like a specific corner of the map where he's hidden. Oh hey, a red ring. I was looking for these. And it's just a pretty cool little thing as long as you can put up with its weird little quirks. And like I said, it sounds like they're going to be updating this. They're going to probably like smooth out some of the worst problems. It's a little early right now, but it's very playable. I'm having quite a bit of fun. There's a bunch of rings. I can become Super Tails. You know, you got the drop dash, you got all that kind of fun stuff. Whoa, careful. Almost fell. Oh, Tails is kind of hard to control in super form. When you're trying to be, like, precise. There's no countdown here because it controls differently enough that they took the countdown away. Oh yeah, I guess he doesn't have the flickies, does he? Maybe that would be something they do like in a future update. Will I get the red ring here? Still missed it. I think that's the last one I need, too. Like, you don't have to finish the level if you don't want to. You can come out here. Is he? He might be. I know Takashi Iizuka at one point was like, there's only Supersonic. There's no one else. Nobody else can go super. But, like, he seems like he's softening on a lot of those ideals lately. Hey, wait a minute. I didn't notice that guy before. Hang loose. Here, I gotta take a drink. But yeah, this is a pretty cool little thing. Oh, and I actually got a ranking time that time. Neat. Oh, I got a time on this one too. Oh yeah, and you can like drop dash. Hang on. I'm just gonna restart this one. It feels sacrilege to like slow down and turn around in this level. Do the big jump. Oh, I missed it. Uh-oh. Wait a minute, what? Why did he skip over that middle rail? I think it wasn't there at the time. Yeah. It's true. True words were never spoken. $35 seconds for the developer time on that one? That's rough. And then, I kind of don't want to do this one. Look at that, 9.5 minutes. That being said, I think Shadow's homing attack is a little more generous. Whoops. Wow, that was... okay. Tap the button, not hold.
Give me a hand here.
I'm trying, Shadow. I'm trying so hard, bud. Are there homing attack targets over here? Kind of. Okay. Okay, this is going a little bit smoother than it did the first time. Boo, he says. Yeah, that's still what this is, ultimately. I was not a super big fan of the Final Horizon, I gotta say. Like, I don't know, I was talking about this like a week ago with a friend about just how this was supposed to be like Sonic Team's response to the modding community. And it's like, man, you didn't have to go this far. There is such a thing as too much. And I've been thinking this, like, in terms of, like, Morio Kishimoto for a while. I feel like that man, his whole career is... I did not press the jump button. Or if I did, it was by accident. But Morio Kishimoto's whole, like, career is just, like, being frugal to a fault. Making as much as he can out of an incredibly small amount. And I feel like making entire levels out of just like cubes is like very much in line with that. Like, yeah, you could technically make a video game out of this, but you really didn't need to. Like, what about graphics? What about art direction? Nah, man, just throw some cubes on there. Ooh, hair trigger on some of this. So how did I solve this? I guess just like that, right? And then I go up here. And then we're almost at the end of the level. I gotta like bounce attack onto this one. Oh, this is going quite a bit more smoothly than it did last time, so. It's funny, like, reading the chat here, it reminds you of Grand Theft Auto custom server racetracks. I mean, that's kind of like, to me, that's like Fortnite creative levels, or for some people, that's probably like Roblox, right? Though, I suppose, like, your point with GTA is probably like using prefabs, right? Like, using what you have instead of just like cheaping out on the geometry. Oh my goodness, where am I even going? Okay. Okay, I'm normal. I can hear the goal ring. Yeah, it's... That whole game feels like it's made out of leftovers of like 3 other games. Well, that was a lot faster. I'll give you that. I cut a whole 4 minutes out of that. Oh yeah, we never found the last one, did we? We didn't. So where is it? It's not that. We got the one that was in the sky, and then we found Shadow, and I gave up. Where would they hide the last one? Because you have to collect these red star rings to unlock the super forms, since there's no, like, Chaos Emeralds in this game. Rude. Give me 500 rings. Watch it, like, be back here. Oops. Wait a minute. I see it. I knew it had to be under here somewhere. I did it. Oh, and you might notice Knuckles is wearing the soap shoes. Everyone wears the soap shoes, because I unlocked the soap shoes. They're supposed to do something with the light dash or something. I wasn't paying attention when I got the unlock message about that. So I don't remember what they do. It was something to do with the light. Oh, that's what it was. It was the light dash. The light speed attack. Oh, shoot. Yeah, if you hit both triggers together, it resets the level you're in. That's right. I remember... How do I activate that? No, that resets... I remember him demonstrating this in the video. There's like some kind of a... It's almost like a drop dash. But it's the light speed attack. Like, click the sticks in? No. D-pad? No. Do I still have... I do. What did he do? That's weird. It's like some kind of... No, not those. Keep hitting the wrong buttons. No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm not here. Don't worry about it. I don't suppose anyone in the chat knows. Has ever seen this game before and remembers anything about what has been said about how to control it. I'm just trying to get up. Well, I suppose I could switch to one of these guys. Now switch back to Sonic. There it is. So that is on left trigger for me and only kind of works sometimes. Not really sure the specific criteria of how that does or does not work. I have killed Eggman. I've done it. Oh no! No, thank you! Well, since we have new people here and they haven't seen the levels, how do we play Tails? We'll run through all the levels again. You didn't see before, Tails has his bombs, which look ridiculous and silly in this game because they're huge. Like I was saying before, you can just kind of go anywhere you want. Nothing's really stopping you. You want to go out there? You can go out there. You might not find anything super interesting out here, but it's here. And there are, like, secrets up here that are just for Tails and Knuckles. Yes, there was... When they gave their, what is it, C-Deck, which is a computer electronics, or... It's like a tech conference for, like, rendering techniques. They actually, I think they demonstrated Sonic Unleashed on, like, a Windows machine back then. You can tell you're probably not actually supposed to come out here, but if you wanted to, you could. Sometimes they add special geometry out here that you're supposed to explore, but clearly you're not supposed to explore that. Come on, where's the exit? Here's the exit. And, like, I think it's in the PlayStation 3 version of Sonic Unleashed, there's, like, artwork specifically mentioning an installer. So, I mean, people thought maybe, like, you would install the PS3 version to have, like, higher quality textures or whatever. But it might have also been for, like, a Windows installer, you know? Here's the original level, Sigil Archipelago. Which is a little framey, so expect my stream to get a little choppy. Because it is a very large, very detailed, very open level. Well, it's original in the sense that, like, the person who created this level beats the hacker that, you know, is on the coding team. He created this level for Project 06, and, like, when they were looking for levels to put in Project Hero, they're like, okay, we'll just, you know, Beats already has this test level set up. We'll just put it in here, too, so now it's in both games. Ah. And if you can't tell what I'm doing, Tails has a new move in this game, where if you double tap the flight, you get like a special flight dash, where you fly really fast. Like this. But it uses up your stamina twice as fast too. But it's neat. Hey, there's a red ring. Technically speaking, I might still be able to unlock Super Shadow if I collect more red rings. But I don't know how many. Or if that is even actually a possibility at all. It's also worth mentioning that this is one of the only levels in Project Hero that has invisible walls. Because technically, yeah, like, Tails could just skip this entire level if he wanted to. I don't actually remember where to go forward. Okay, I think I kind of know where I am. Yes. Right, I go down here, I guess? Yes. Because I want these grind rails. Okay. So that section right there in front of me right now, that's actually the beginning of the level over there. So if you were Tails or Knuckles, you could obviously just fly to this grind rail, and this grind rail takes you to the end of the level. Because here's the goal ring. But just beyond those rocks over there, that's the beginning of the level. There he is. How about we turn him on?
Don't bother to try and deceive me. I know who I am.
And who I am is Super Shadow the Hedgehog. Fortunately, it doesn't seem like these guys can fly or anything. Well, hey, I wasn't even pushing both of those. You assumed something of me, video game. I don't know if I like it that games let you de-transform. But yeah, that's Project Hero. I'm not really sure I have anything left to show of this game. And we've been going for 3.5 hours. I don't know, usually my streams are usually long enough at, well, I'll say about 3 hours. But there's also something I've been like dying to stream forever. If any of you out there like horror games, I've got a horror game that's been sitting on my hard drive for like 5 years. It's a short little indie game. I think it's short. I played about 5 minutes of it once and I was like, I should stream this. So I think I'm gonna stream that next. I think we're done with Project Hero for now. We've played all the levels like 3 times now. You can absolutely self-promo while you're here. Go for it. I'm completely fine with it. Let's go back to the lobby screen real quick. Whilst I close the video game. Why are you turning on my Elgato? What's that about? That screen shouldn't be pinging my Elgato. That's weird. Ooh. Wait, it censored the platform it's releasing on? Did it do that on stream too? Oh, it didn't show the URL. Do I have URL? We've had spam bot problems, so I might have turned off showing URLs. How do I turn that back on? Well, it's only subs only. It might not be something I can get to super quickly. Review requests. What? Oh, this is the reward queue. I don't need this. Manage moderation settings. Is it on itch? Is it on chatter permissions? Channel protection. Harmful chatter detection. Auto mod and filtering. I wonder if it blocks me because I'm the admin. It's on itch. HTTPS www.itch.io. Does it block me, I wonder? It blocks the HTTP? What? Yeah, I don't know how to fix this right now. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know. 'Cause like sex-based terms, phone verification. I don't actually know where I would be blocking this setting. There are so many moderator settings in Twitch that it is frankly exhausting. Ban URLs. Block hyperlinks. Aha! Try it now. Because it just blocked you again. but it shouldn't block you now. It's still blocking the HTTP, but that's fine. It's showing the URL. It's just, it's not showing the HTTPS on the stream. That's really weird. It works in the chat too, so it's not that big of a deal. But it'll also show up in the VOD. And I will leave that the way it is. What's my bitrate? Right, I'm streaming a little spicier than usual.